We're finally back from the Essen Spiel and it was a blast, so much stuff happening, so many new games. And I said to myself that I didn't want to bring a lot of games this time around, and I didn't. Well, at least I tried. Let's see what I got this year. Okay, so first up we have Rubber, Paper, Scissors. This is a very small game by a Taiwanese publisher called Wonderful World. This is a game that mixes elements of rock, paper, scissors with tic-tac-toe. It's a very light, fun game. Also, by the same publisher, we have Animals Gathering. This is a very beautiful game. It's a dice drafting game where you're placing tiles on animals cards to complete them. Yeah, it's a fun game as well. Next, we have Nekojima. This is a very fun dexterity game where you're building these poles connected by a cable on the various districts of Nekojima, and you're putting them in such a way that the cables cannot touch anything else. And eventually you'll have to stack them, and the player who brings everything down loses the game. This is so much fun. Then we have Viking Seesaw. This is not a new game. This is an old game by Rainer Knizia, published by Essen, where you have this ship that tilts from one side to the other, and you have a ton of cargo you have to load onto the ship, and you want to be the first player to do so, to load all your cargo onto the ship. Very fun, light-hearted game. Next, we have Roll Camera. This is also not a new game. This is a game from last year. I hadn't played it yet until then. I actually got to play it at the Spiel, and yeah, I fell in love with this. It's so much fun. It's a co-op game. I really like co-op games, and this is no different. This is, oh my god, the game is so much fun. It's so funny, and I also got the B-movie expansion along with it. I haven't played with this yet. It probably adds more scenarios, more scenes, more of everything. Overall, really fun. Next is Ready, Set, Bet. This is also not a new game. I had my eye on this game for quite a while now, but for some reason this game is quite expensive where I live, so I didn't get a chance to buy it sooner. But it was at an affordable price at the Spiel, so I got it there. I've already played it and it's a lot of fun too. Now we have Simulo Lord of the Rings. This is regular Simulo with a Lord of the Rings theme. I mean, I like Simulo. This is a very fun game with a really cool theme on top. Yeah, why not? I got this along with the 40th year Simulo as well. This is the same as Simulo, but it's a board game version where essentially the cards are all board games. So board games from the Essen Spiel this year. So yeah, really cool as well. Next we have Cat in the Box. This is also not a new game, and also for some reason it's quite expensive here. I don't know why, but yeah, I managed to pick up a copy in English at the Spiel. I'm very happy with it. I really like trick-taking games. This is no different. This is a really fun game that makes a really cool twist on trick-taking. Next, we have Tiny Epic Galaxies Blast Off. This is the new version of Tiny Epic Galaxies. It's pretty much the same, as I'm told. It's more accessible to new players with the iconography and all, but essentially it's pretty much the same as the old Tiny Epic Galaxies. And now we have The White Castle. This for me was a must-grab. This is the new game by De Veer, from the same designers that brought us The Red Cathedral. They make big games in small boxes, and this is no different. This is the sequel to The Red Cathedral. I really like The Red Cathedral, and this is really good too. Next we have Sky Team. This was also a must-have for me. I really like co-op games. This is a two-player only co-op game where you're pilot and co-pilot trying to land a plane safely on an airport. Really cool team, very interesting, very unique. It has a lot of interesting stuff, really good game. Then we have Welcome to Your Perfect Home Collector's Edition. This is essentially the Welcome to Your Perfect Home, everything, the expansions, all in one package. This is a really heavy box for what it is. I really like the Welcome to series, so yeah, that's why I got the Collector's Edition. This is really cool. It can play a lot of players. There's no downtime. Yeah, there's nothing to dislike about this. Next up is Kutna Horror, the City of Silver. This is also a really very heavy box game. I didn't know anything about this game, except it's really dark. It's a tiling game. It's really dark. And the designers, I talked with the designers. They gave me a very detailed explanation about the game. They were really nice. Yeah, it piqued my interest in the game, so I ended up getting it. Next we have Among Cultists, a social deduction thriller. Yeah, I said I was pretty burnt out by social deduction games, and this is actually no different. They actually gave me this copy for review purposes. So far, I'm not impressed. I actually think the game might be broken, at least with 5 players. I still need to play it more though. But yeah, so far my impressions are not good. This is essentially Among Us, the board game, where you have a bunch of people and one of you is a cultist trying to ruin the game for everyone. But yeah, I don't know, I still need to play it more to make an informed review about it. Well, the cat seems to like it. Next up we have Nucleum. This is also a very heavy sized boxed game, also really complex too. This was the last must-have for me, and here it is. It took me a while to get it. I actually had it pre-ordered a really long time ago, and when I got there on day 1, they told me, no, we're not giving out pre-orders on day 1, come back tomorrow. Wait, what? Really? I have to wait a whole day to get this? It makes no sense. Fine. But it came with the promos, so yeah, that's fine. Next, we have The Crypto. Do you remember The Crypto? A very small-sized deduction team versus team game. Yep, I got it. Wait. Ta-da! Yeah. So, for some reason, there's this huge box of The Crypto. Yeah, there's not many things I regret getting, but this is one of them. And for a very simple reason. This box is huge. Don't get me wrong, the game is great, I love the game, but this box is wrong. This is wrong, why? I only came to my senses when I needed to ship this back home. Why? Why does this exist? And they threw in the expansion in for free as well. So yeah, why not? Yeah, just no. Don't make the same mistake I did. And finally, we have Ticket to Ride's Legacy. Yep. So I really like Ticket to Ride and their map variation. So yeah, this was a no-brainer. Yeah, to get this, you were looking at a like 2-hour queue. If by some reason you got delayed on the opening time. But yeah, I was really lucky because they only had a few copies per day. So yeah, I really had to pick this up and I managed to get a copy. Yep, that's it. So as you can see, not too many games, not so bad. But I still need to make this room for all of this new stuff. I don't know what am I gonna do with it. But yeah, expect a lot of content about this new stuff on the upcoming weeks. So yep, thank you so much for watching and until next time.